I am back doing my final update on my 4-week liquid diet. I did not do an update on day 25, 26, 27. Today is day 28. Today is the end of the fourth and final week of the liquid diet. And I'm just gonna kind of do an overall on the diet, how it's been, everything else this last week. I've got my juice right here. So why did I not do a update after the 24th for the 25th, 26th, and 27th? Well, on those days, I actually did not find really any shift in weight, and I kind of wanted to wait and see what everything was going to be turning out with. Kind of wanted to let you know. So with this right now, we'll do the 24th. Okay, so the 25th that I didn't do the update on, I weighed in at 199.4. The 26th, I weighed in at the same thing, 199.4. The 27th, I weighed in at 199.0. And today, this morning, the final day, I weighed in at 198.6. Okay? So 28 days ago, I started this liquid diet, and I was at 215 pounds, 0.00, 215 even. And today, 28 days later, I'm at 198. So I am down quite a bit. The third week for me was the hardest week out of this whole thing. Because the third week I got my menstruation and I got a bad stomach flu. So that week was just awful. I am kind of surprised that I didn't lose more. 98, 99, 100, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, almost 15, so 15, 16 and a half-ish pounds in 28 days. I know that the majority of that, probably a good 5 to 6 pounds, was just solid waste and water weight. So I'd say that I probably lost about 10 pounds-ish of my own weight. And for a little while there, I was getting kind of, waiting and seeing if I was going to see any changes, if something was going to happen, but it's slow. It's a slow process. I was excited definitely that first week when, there was 2 pounds a day. I was starting to lose. But my mentality was, hey, you know what? That isn't weight that you're losing. It's just what you're carrying around with you, your excess water and stuff. So once I got into week 2 to 3, excuse me, that's when I started to actually start losing the body weight. But it did slow down. I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely surprised. I didn't want to go into like any kind of starvation mode. And I know that the week that I started my menstruation and I got the stomach flu, I would show you everything that I was doing, and the soups and stuff that I was getting, I would water down or add broth to them to make them very watery. On that week 3, I was actually eating soups that were just a little bit thicker because my body did want and need the extra nutrition. So I didn't completely break the liquid diet, but I did eat stuff that was just a little bit thicker because my body did need it. My intake of fluids has been a lot. Juices, protein powders, jellos, soups, broths, just all kinds of things I've been intaking. So I kind of, some days I'll feel heavy, and when I feel heavy, I will take like a water pill or something for bloating, and that helps me feel lighter. Being on this diet, it has been difficult to do number twos because there isn't really a whole lot to process. So you kind of have to get used to not going to the bathroom for a couple days and having your stools different. During week 3 to this week 4, my stomach has been just growling constantly. So I think that because my stomach has gotten so much smaller, when I try to start eating like my soups and stuff, my protein shakes, I feel that I'm getting extremely full fast. And sometimes I will feel sick. So definitely if you're trying this, you don't want to chug. You want to pace yourself. And when you're drinking your soups or your broths or whatever you're having as a meal, don't drink a water or a juice on top of that because that makes you feel fuller. You want to just eat the meal and not add any liquid to it, basically. I have definitely seen a change. Like I said, I haven't been taking body shots. I'm not young and, you know, and in my prime to do stuff like that. But if you look, you can definitely see a little bit of change where my double chin used to be like down here, and my face bones are starting to, I'm not as full in my face, and I do feel it when I put on my clothes. My clothes do feel looser. Is it a big change? No, not at the moment. It's not. It's definitely the first subtle changes that you feel, and it's very positive. I am happy that I'm doing this. On my weight, and I use this app. It's called Lose It, and I've been using Lose It for about 14 years, on and off. And when I checked, I was checking my weigh-in, and I haven't been under 200 pounds constantly since 2021. 2021, excuse me, 2021. So about the last 4 years, I've been constantly over 200 pounds. So it was very awesome to see that 199. And today that 198. What's my goal? Well, my goal. That's kind of hard to say because I don't want to really put a number to where I want to be, because if I don't get there, I don't want to feel like a failure. I don't want to feel like I have to keep struggling to get there. I do want to get to a good, healthy weight. And right now with me being at 198, I'm looking maybe around 150-ish, 150. So 98, 88, 78, 68, 58, 50. So 48 pounds-ish, maybe. I'm going to try to do that. I want to get back down to something like that. So that's kind of a goal that I'm going to try to do. And after today, when I stop, and all honestly, I'm going to say that with this diet, I'm not going to go into splurging on food and everything really fast because, like I said, right now when I'm drinking my thicker soups and stuff, I feel extremely full. I mean, my stomach is probably like that big, but I feel extremely full. So I don't want to go into, I might just kind of start introducing some very small mash stuff, but I don't want to make myself sick. I don't want to have that awful feeling where I feel like I'm so full. So I'm just going to take things slow. I'm going to transition. So it's not going to be, today is the last day of my liquid diet and tomorrow I'm starting. No, I'm going to be still continuing the liquid diet-ish, but I'm going to add just little portions until I know my body can handle it. Somebody had commented before about fasting. And the thing is that I usually quit eating and drinking usually between 7 and 9 o'clock at night. And I won't eat or drink anything again until maybe like 10 or 11 the next morning. So I do have a long period of fasting because I try to get a lot of sleep, but then again in the morning I'm so busy getting kids ready for school, everybody ready for work, trying to get the house clean, trying to do my dogs. So I have a long fasting time, and that doesn't bother me because I usually don't really eat breakfast anyway. So that actually has helping me too. My up day, down day, I'm still doing that. My down day is 500 calories. My up day is between 1,200 and 1,500 calories. And when I was on my week 3 and I was on my menstruation and then I got the stomach flu, I totally discarded the up days, down days, because I was more focused on my health and making sure that I was taking care of myself as I needed. Even though I will say that none of the days that are in week 3, I never went over 1,500 calories, okay? So, I didn't really do up day, down day, but on week 3, I did maintain about 1,500 calories a day-ish. Some days, definitely less, but I never did pass 1,500 calories. During this whole 4-week diet, I have never passed 1,500 calories, even on a high day. When I was sick, I do believe the lowest calories I intook was, I think, 300 calories a day. So that was just when I was wanting to sleep and didn't want to get bothered in that. So, what else? Okay, so today is 198, and what I'm going to do over the next 2 weeks, I am going to start introducing just little bits of smashed stuff. Let's see, like for instance, there's cottage cheese or some mashed potatoes or some smashed vegetables, you know, something that is boiled and smashed and easy to digest. A little bit more substantial than, like I said, my soups and that. So I'm going to start incorporating that. And also after today, I am going to start to incorporate exercising into my routine. So with the exercise routine that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to start off pretty easy because remember, my calories in that are still restricting, and I'm getting ready to transition to another part of this plan. I am not going to be doing any exercises Wednesdays or Thursdays. Those are going to be my off days. And those 2 days I'll just have like a recovery today. But every day I am going to basically be doing treadmill, and I'm going to be doing some YouTube video walking exercises. So one day treadmill, one day walking exercises. And the walking exercises I do, I've done them. There's this lady who does walking in place and like kind of like moving around. I don't want to build muscle. I do not want to get the bodybuilder muscle. No offense to anybody. I just want to be slim and tone. Slim and tone. That's basically it. Just a slim tone me. And to do that, I'm going to do, I do believe the walking video, it's a 3-mile walking video where it's not just walking. You're actually kind of like doing some other things. And I'm going to do that. And then, again, I know I've showed everybody the treadmill. Then I'm going to be actually doing some walking on the treadmill and, you know, getting myself back into at least a little bit of shape. My husband, he's funny. He tells me, you're starting to get old. What are you doing? And I'm like, yeah, well, that's kind of the reason why I want to start doing stuff now, is because when I get older, you know, I want to make sure that I am still able to move about and, you know, not have the aches and pains and the extra weight when I do get older. Because right now I'm still young enough to do this. I just am taking it slow and easy, you know, especially my age. I mean, I'm in mid-40s, so I'm not too old. What else? I have been getting definitely a lot of comments, a lot of positive comments, a lot of good feedback, information, and to those people I want to say thank you so much. It does mean a lot. My mom did tell me when she was dieting and that when she was younger, that they had like groups and stuff that you could go in and friends and stuff that, you know, I don't do that. I'm not a part of any of that. I am kind of selling my own ship here. So it is appreciated when you do get a message on YouTube and somebody says, hey, yay, good for you, good. Or if they have some kind of comment that they're, you know, it's not anything bad, but they have a, hey, you know what, try this or try that. It's super appreciated. Speaking of YouTube, my channel has gotten over 1,000 followers, and that's so super cool. I am just waiting to get a little bit more watch time so that way I can get my my channel, what do you call it, modernized. So working on getting that done. But yeah, so again, today, day 28, 2 weeks before. Okay, so it was basically this diet that I'm doing right now isn't really a diet. It's the eating habits and procedures of a person who would get gastric bypass, or, you know, the sleeve. And it's 2 weeks of liquid diet before operation. Then that's operation, and 2 weeks of liquid diet after operation. And then after that, with the doctor's approval, you go into 2 weeks of mush food. And then after that, you go into 3 weeks of soft food. So the difference between mush and soft is mush is already boiled, broken down and everything. So that way when you eat it, it is very easy to digest. Soft food is like cheeses and like sandwich meat and stuff like that, that it's very soft, but your body has to start breaking it down. So after I do this next 2 weeks of mushy food, then I will move on to 3 months or 2 months, 2 or 3 months, I have to double check, of soft food. And after that, I'll be able to go back to just my regular food. But I need to make sure that I'm keeping my portions and calories and everything in check, because I'm reteaching myself how to eat and my portions, because portions, man, my portions were getting crazy. I was eating my food and your food and their food and girl, we're done. Also, my soda addiction has gone down a lot. During my 4-week diet, I did break down and have Mountain Dew a couple times. The Mountain Dew I had was basically like, for instance, we had family over and everybody was eating, and it was really, really, really cool that everybody was here. So I popped open a soda and enjoyed a soda with everybody. It was one soda, and I do believe I had the soda. There was three times in this whole 4 weeks that I had soda. So that is extremely good on my part, because again, I wasn't restricting myself from having no soda, because once you have that in your mentality, I can't have it, it's forbidden. It's forbidden. Oh my gosh, no. Like I said, I was on a liquid diet, and especially if you're on a liquid diet and you have this operation, you're not supposed to drink anything carbonated. So since I didn't have the procedure, I drank and enjoyed me a regular Mountain Dew. It did not make me go over my calories. I made sure that I was in my boundaries of my calories, but I did take my time, and I didn't just chug my soda down. I was like, this is something I'm gonna enjoy, and it's a treat. So I don't feel bad about having a soda or two. So that way I don't go around feeling guilty, like, oh my God, I had a soda, bad. No. Yeah, I had a soda, and it was in my boundaries, and I took my time and enjoyed it. It was very, very nice. Did it make me want to have soda more? No. I mean, in all honesty, having the soda didn't make me want another one. It didn't make me crave more. I was just like, hey, I have my one soda here. I'm going to drink it and enjoy it, and that's it. But other than that, you know, the only thing I've really been missing is chewing. And I did buy a lot of gum. I have lots of gum. I have lots of Bubbaloo gum, and if you're actually having this procedure, you cannot chew gum, because they don't want your stomach to get filled with you swallowing that air. I didn't have the procedure, so man, bubblegum was, and it's still my friend. I'm not gonna joke. Let me show you. I went out and I bought all kinds of gum. So I've got my icy cherry flavored cherry splash gum here. One piece is 15 calories, and I do believe that's the same in the Hubba Bubba ones. I do believe it's about 15 calories for gum. So gum has been actually helping me a lot get through this. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's about it. Side effects, barely any. Like I said, my stomach this last week and a half has been just growling constantly. Headaches, maybe a little bit, but I think that's more because I cut back my caffeine a lot too. Going to the bathroom, that's definitely a side effect, because you're not going as much, and sometimes you do need help cleansing yourself out if you're not eating the right stuff to naturally help you go. What else? Yep, but like I said, I started doing this because of two people, okay? My younger sister, and I have posts for her videos and that up there. She, I think, topped out around 200, 210, something like that. And as of right now, today, she's at 137. She actually started her own YouTube channel where she does her own exercises and that, and does her story. She's been a big inspiration, but it wasn't just her. My husband watches a lot of YouTube channels, especially Hispanic, Mexican, Latin YouTube channels, and one day he was scrolling around YouTube and he was watching, I do believe it was Cocinando con Raquel, and he was watching this lady, and she had some really beautiful background stuff where she lives, where she was doing her her videos, and my husband was watching them, and it was kind of cool because it was a current video, and then my husband clicked on a video of her about a year ago, and I was like, is that the same lady? And he was like, yeah, I guess. And I was like, man, she had something done. I mean, I was like, from then until now, I mean, then she was kind of chunky, but she was very healthy and beautiful still, no matter what. And then looking at her in her current videos, I was just kind of like, wow, what did she do? So I did a little digging, and I found out that she had like a gastric sleeve or a gastric bypass, and I didn't really see a whole lot of information on it or her journey or anything like that. I just seen a post on her, I guess, thanking her doctor. So I told my husband, I said, look, that's kind of cool. I was like, she's about my age-ish, give or take, and she did something that bettered herself, her body, and everything. But I told him, I said, I ain't got any kind of amount of money to do any kind of procedures, and I don't want to do any kind of surgical procedure. So I Googled, what kind of things do a person that get this procedure have to do or follow when they get it? So my train of thought was, I'm going to try to do what these people do, but without having the procedure. So what they do is they have 2 weeks of liquid diet before they have their procedure, and that's to help shrink their stomach, and I do believe their liver or kidney or something, so that way the doctors can get in there and do the procedure. After the procedure, they are on a liquid diet again for about 2 more weeks. Now that liquid diet is a lot more stricter than the one that I was on, because they did have incisions. They were, it was a actual procedure, surgery that they had done. For instance, everything that they had to intake, they had to strain to make sure there was no clumps or anything like that. It had to be very clear, and then gradually, I guess, like Jello and stuff. They weren't allowed to chew gum, which I did. They weren't allowed to use straws, which I did. And yeah, so with their diet, I did tweak it a little bit. I also did tweak their diets a little bit by adding an up day, down day. And I was following calories only. Calories, not carbs, not sugars, not anything else. It was calories. 500 calories for a down day. An up day would be between 12 and 1500 calories. Never going over 1500 calories, okay? So, I actually just finished my 4 weeks of liquid diet, and the next phase is 2 weeks of mushy food, very mushy food. You want to start incorporating mushy, solid food into your stomach little by little, okay? And remember, your stomach's very, very small right now. So like I said, I was eating like a thicker soup, and I was getting so full so fast. So these next 2 weeks are going to be adding smashed potatoes, vegetables, cottage cheese, you know, thicker soups, stuff like that. And then after I finish these next 2 weeks, I am going to be on, I do believe it's 3 months, and it's called a soft diet for 3 months. Basically, it's going the next step where you're adding like cheeses and stuff, soft food that isn't already broken down for you, that your body actually have to start working and breaking down. What I need to do is I need to actually find portion cups and stuff for stuff like that, because I want to make sure that what I eat is going to fit in my stomach. You know, like for instance, if they say you need 2 or 3 ounces, which I'm going to look into this a little bit more, where I know what I can eat. I can't just fix me a plate of food and expect everything to fit or go in there. So I have to be aware of what my body can intake, because if I try to stuff everything in my stomach, I'm going to get sick, or it's going to make me feel awful or nauseous. So finding like little portion cups and that to help me along with this next part of the phase. And then after that 3 months, I go back to where I can just eat about anything. But when I get to that point, I need to be aware of my amounts that I'm eating, my calories that I'm eating. I'm doing all of this because I want to relearn a better way of eating for me. You know, with my family, sometimes we would go to like the all-you-can-eat buffet, and I would literally, just a couple months ago, I would literally get like a salad plate, and then get like a sushi or a appetizer plate, and then get a big plate and maybe a second big plate, and then dessert. So I would literally stuff like 4 or 5 plates of food in my stomach. So when we go to places like that now, and I don't restrict my family from going out to eat. I don't tell them, I'm on a diet, we can't go out. No, it's, you know, I'm doing this and we're gonna go out as a family, but I just need to adjust what I can get. So we're still doing everything together. This diet is for me. My family, I'm not switching stuff. I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna buy this for you guys anymore because I'm on a diet and I don't want it in the house. No, I need to have self-control. I need to know my limits and what I can and can't have, or can and can't do. I'm not saying everything's off the table. I'm not going to be like, no carbs. I'm not going to have pasta. I'm not going to have tortillas. I'm not going to have the... No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to enjoy what I want to eat. But instead of having a double cheeseburger, or, you know, I can have a kid burger, or just something small, or even cut something in half. Eat something, you know, now, and then have something for later. I don't have to be on a really strict diet, because that's where a lot of diets fail. When you're sad, when you're depressed, when you want something and you're saying, I can't have that, or it makes it really hard. Like I said, during this diet, my addiction really bad is Mountain Dew. Did I say I'm never having an... No, I did not say. But in all honesty, I don't want to drink a Diet Mountain Dew. To me, Diet Mountain Dews taste like crap. So I definitely wanted to say, hey, if I'm going to have a Mountain Dew, I'm going to have me a real Mountain Dew, and I'm going to sip and I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be a great treat. But I'm not making everybody else miserable in my house about this diet. You know, my kids eat their chips and their cheese sticks and all that stuff when they go to lunch for school. I pack their lunches and that. I don't tell them, I'm not buying you chips anymore. No. My husband loves his tortillas and all of his Mexican food and that. I still make recipes in that for him. Have I told him, hey, no, you've got to eat salad bar? No, no. Everybody eats as they normally would eat. I'm not making my family miserable because I'm on this. I hate calling it a diet, but I'm on this journey for myself to make a better me and a healthier me. I love myself a lot. And like I said, right now, I do feel a little weighted down with just a little bit of water weight, but I mean, I am happy. I am very content about the results that I have. Did I think I was going to lose more? Yes. In all honesty, I thought I was going to lose a bit more. But like I said, week 3 threw me off. I mean, week 3 was, getting through that was, in all honesty, I almost quit during week 3. That was just awful. But I stuck to it. And like I said, I mean, going back to and watching other videos of people doing stuff. But yeah, I mean, when people make videos on YouTube, most of the time they don't know that they help other people. And like I said, I mean, it's nice to be able to see stuff that works, stuff that doesn't work. Whoever goes back and watches my journey from my first day to now, or even in the future, I hope that everything that I tell you helps you. You know, this isn't a fad. This isn't something I'm trying to do for clicks or like. I mean, look at my YouTube channel. I mean, I'm not a big YouTuber. I don't have a lot of followers. I don't have a lot of anything going on, but I'm sharing this journey with you because if one day somebody says, hey, I want to kind of know a little bit more about this, I hope this helps you. You know, I hope that it, you know, you can look back and be like, hey, you know what? I'm having a hard day today, and you can go back and look at my videos and be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to do. But with that, this video is running a little bit long. I do apologize. I do have some other stuff I do need to do, but I always appreciate the support. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate just watching and hanging around my videos. You know, I appreciate anybody subscribing. It really, really does help. My goodness. Today is a day with no sun, so I'm sitting here making this video, and I'm wanting to start taking a nap because it's so kind of dark and dreary. Oh, I can't wait till winter is over. I want spring. I want spring to be here because I want to start planting and gardening, and my dogs are going into heat, so I want to start having, you know, puppies and that. I need life. I need stuff to do. It's just kind of getting crazy being in here, and just the days are long, cold, and but other than that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video and tell you one more time, thank you. Thank you so much for being here and for watching, and leaving a comment. Let me know, would you be able to do the 4 weeks? You know, if you look back on my stuff, do you think it would help you? What would you change? You know, just anything that you kind of think that you want to write. You know, I do answer everybody's comments. You know, that's very, very important. I do let everybody know how I'm going, how I'm doing. So I will see you in the next video, which is this next 2 weeks. I'm not going to do daily updates. I do believe I'm going to probably do 1 week and then 2 week updates because, you know, with this slowing down, unless something, you know, drastic happens, I will do an update. But when I do my 1 week update, I'll go through the whole week with you, and then I'll do the second week and then go through the whole week with you. But I will definitely still do my daily weigh-ins, so that way you can kind of still, again, keep track of what's going on with me. All right, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye.